Today we shall we shall discuss about Coulomb's law. So the Coulomb's law, it is a quantitative statement about the force between 2 point charges. Here is two charges Q1 and Q2, and the distance between these 2 point charges is R. अगर इन दोनों चार्जेस के बीच का डिस्टेंस R है, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू कूलॉम these 2 point charges will exert a force on each other. So according to Coulomb, the force is proportional to the product of the magnitude of the charges, and this force is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. So combining these two, we will get F proportional to Q1 Q2 upon R square. So this proportionality, when we put a equality sign, equal का sign जब हम use करेंगे, a constant will come. Suppose the constant is Ke. Here we taken Ke is electrostatic constant. So F is equal to Ke Q1 Q2 upon R square. So this law is for point charges. So here both the charges are positive or both the charges are negative. They will repel each other. If Q1 Q2 is greater than 0, if Q1 Q2 greater than 0, इन दोनों का प्रोडक्ट पॉजिटिव कब होगा? व्हेन बोथ आर पॉजिटिव और बोथ आर नेगेटिव. सो द प्रोडक्ट विल बी पॉजिटिव. सो चार्ज विल रिपेल ईच अदर. Repulsion between the charges. If Q1 Q2 लेस देन जीरो का मतलब है कि जो इनका प्रोडक्ट है वो एक नेगेटिव क्वांटिटी है. तो दो क्वांटिटीज़ का प्रोडक्ट नेगेटिव कब हो सकता है? व्हेन वन ऑफ देम इज़ नेगेटिव. अगर एक चार्ज पॉजिटिव है और एक चार्ज नेगेटिव है तो उनके बीच में अट्रैक्शन होगा. दे विल अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. There will be attraction between the charges. Here this Ke is a constant and we name it as electrostatic constant. Electrostatic constant, because there will be so many K in physics. So here I am using Ke, that is electrostatic constant. Now the value and unit of Ke in SI system. Unit and value of Ke in SI system. So from this formula we can write Ke is equal to Fr square upon Q1 into Q2. So unit of force is Newton. So the unit of Ke is equal to Newton, and R is a distance, so it is meter square, and the unit of charge is Coulomb, so here it is Coulomb square. So unit is Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So it is the unit of Ke in SI system, and its value, the value of Ke is about 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So this Coulomb's law is an inverse square law, because here force depend upon the 1 upon r square. The same formula we know is universal law of gravitation. In that formula we have F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. So the basic difference between these two formula is in universal law of gravitation the force is always of attraction, but in this case in Coulomb's law this force may be of attraction or may be of repulsion. So the value of Ke, that is equal to a constant, and that constant can be taken as 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Here epsilon is called the permittivity of free space or vacuum. Now we have to find the value and the unit of epsilon. So epsilon will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi Ke. So by putting the value of these pi and Ke, will get 1 upon 4 into 3.14 into Ke is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton meter square per Coulomb square. So it comes out to be 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 Coulomb square per Newton per meter square. So the value of epsilon, that is called the permittivity of the free space. So here the charges are in free space, that is the medium between the charges is vacuum or air. Suppose the charges are present in a medium, or there is some intervening medium. If there is some intervening medium between the charges, then in place of epsilon will be replaced by epsilon. This epsilon is called absolute permittivity. Absolute permittivity. So here are two things. One is epsilon, and another is one is epsilon naught and another is epsilon. So this is the permittivity of the free space. And this is absolute permittivity. And there is third term, that is relative permittivity. So relative permittivity means epsilon r is equal to epsilon upon epsilon naught. And this epsilon r is also called K, that is called dielectric constant. So epsilon can be written as epsilon naught epsilon r or epsilon naught K. So if there is a medium between the two charged particles, 2-point charges q1, q2, the distance between them is r, and there is a medium between these two charges. So we have the formula F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon. In place of epsilon naught, we will use epsilon q1 q2 upon r square. So this can also be written as, from this epsilon will be equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught k q1 q2 upon r square. So this is the formula when the charges are in a medium or there is an intervening medium between the two charges.